Hey there, my name's Russ Dixon. Welcome to the Seven Bridges Scooter Club annual Bridges Ride. We got about 50 riders and we're gonna go put some miles on the day and hopefully have a nice, safe, fun time.
We're on our way to Jacksonville for the Seven Bridges Ride. So come with me as we scooter around with some friends and away we go! The day before leaving for Jacksonville, my scooter decided it was the perfect time to throw a tantrum and break down. I was all set to miss out on the fun until my buddy Nathan from the Vespa Club of Charlotte swooped in like a superhero with his trusty sidekick, a 2006 250cc GTS scooter. This beauty had quite a backstory. Nathan had picked it up for a mere $600 after the previous owner had a rather unfortunate encounter with a deer. Anyway, Nathan channeled his inner mechanic, banged out the dents, patched up the holes, and voila! It was ready to roll, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, but with a stop sign for a mudguard. Before any meetup, we have our meet and greet. A chaotic blend of old friends and new faces, like a family reunion where you've forgotten everyone's name. Sorry, Steve and Melinda. We swap stories like, remember that time when I nearly flew off the edge of a cliff during the cannonball? Good times, good times. How many years have you been organizing this ride?
This ride should be number 14 if my math is correct, so it goes back a ways.
And we've got folks coming in from Tennessee and elsewhere, all over
the place. The furthest away is a guy from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
That's right, Denny.
Yep.
My name is Denny, and I am from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which is the capital of the Commonwealth. And I am with the 3 Mile Island Scooter Club. And this, I believe, is my third time coming down to Jacksonville for the Seven Bridges weekend. I love it down here.
Well, in times past, the award went to a guy that used to come from Seattle.
Oh my goodness.
He used to live in Jacksonville and he came from Seattle for the ride, but we haven't seen him in a couple of years.
Well, yeah, well, good for him for coming all this time.
We got some Florida folks, some North Carolina folks, and a couple of Georgia folks. So it's not just Jacksonville people.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for organizing yet another fabulous ride. What I like about the plan for today was supposed to be a 140-mile ride exploring Jacksonville's northern bridges. But then we ran into our buddy Scott. He had other plans. After a quick rundown of the day's events, it was time to set sail and get cracking on this ride. First stop, the Mayport Ferry. Johns River Ferry, or also known as the Mayport Ferry, has been in operation since 1874. The Mayport Ferry operates every 30 minutes between Mayport and Fort George Island and is a 0.9 mile across the river. The ferry operates from Monday to Sunday, starting at 6:15 in the morning to 8:45 in the evening, and our fare for the half-hour ride was only $6.
Ferry boat rides sway with the salt in the air. Eating tasty food, no worries, no care. From the docks to the shore, life's sweet like a song in Jacksonville. Where we go! Every sunset glow, our spirits ignite. Fun in the sun, we are riding together. Through laughter and joy, it only gets better. Jacksonville.
Like I said, Scott had other plans and took me and Nathan for a detour to show us his new hometown, Fernandina Beach.
That's right forever.
With a population of 13,000, Fernandina Beach is a city located on Amelia Island, a small island that is 13 miles long and only 2 miles wide. It's just so pretty.
Down in Jacksonville,
The area was first inhabited by the Timucuan Indian people. Known as the Isle of Eight Flags, Amelia Island has had the flags of the following nations flown over it. Get this: France, Spain, Great Britain, Spain again. I had no idea that the Republic of East Florida in 1812 was a thing. Also, the Republic of Florida's in 1817. I had no idea that was a place. Also, Mexico, the Confederate States of America, and the United States of America. Isn't that interesting? I had no idea how historic this place was, and history is my love language. Enjoy this next piece. Nothing says this place has had 8 flags more than this bluff overlooking the Amelia River that also happens to be where they filmed Pippi Longstockings. Fort San Carlos was completed by the Spanish in 1816 and was armed with 8 or 10 guns. But a year later, in June 1817, commissioned by representatives of South American countries to liberate Florida from the Spanish, Sir Gregor MacGregor, what a great name, seized the fort in June 1817. After his withdrawal 3 months later in September 1817, the Spanish came sniffing back trying to reassert their authority, only to be repelled by MacGregor's forces. Then somewhat later, a French pirate called Louis Aury gained control of the fort. Now, because of Aury's privateering threatened negotiations concerning the cessation of Florida, the United States troops went into the fort and in December 1817 cleaned house, and by that point, the Spanish gave up the ghost and ceded Florida in 1821. And the US abandoned the fort shortly after the transferal. Isn't that interesting? All of this happened here in this plot of land right in front of Pippi Longstocking's house? Fascinating. That was a fun detour to a pretty town and a really interesting point of interest in our nation's history. I mean, who knew Pippi Longstockings could hold so much historical significance? It was time to meet up with the rest of the crew over lunch and share stories from our morning adventures. After a night of dining with the crew, where we caught up on broke bread, today's adventure is the Southern Bridges ride. We are set to cross 8 bridges, which could be as many as the number of bridges I burnt at my last company's Christmas party talking about religion and politics. The plan is to tackle 60 miles today, which sounds exhilarating until you remember that 60 miles with 50 scooters and a pee-break is like 600 miles on foot, especially when you factor in the inevitable, I need to stop for gas pit stops. And let's hope we avoid the rain. If it starts pouring, we'll be like a bunch of soggy sandwiches just trying to hold it together.
Save the sales pitch. It's not going to rain though, right? That's right. If you have a rain suit, put it on, because if you have it on, it will not rain.
I can already picture us scooting through the rain, looking like a sad parade of drowned rats while singing Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On" off key. And after we conquer those 60 miles and 8 bridges, assuming that we don't float away, we'll end the event at V Pizza. Nothing says I just rode through a potential rainstorm quite like a mountain of pizza slices. So let's ride like the wind, dodge those raindrops, and then celebrate our epic journey by devouring enough cheese and toppings to create our own bridge of pizza. So let's gear up, hope for the sunshine, and remember, if it rains, we can always justify the 60 miles as an aquatic adventure. As we roll over the bridges of Jacksonville, just keep in mind, if you drop your phone, it's officially a bridge too far. But seriously, these bridges are so high that even the seagulls are like, nah, I'll take the bus. So buckle up, folks. We're about to hit the bridges of Jacksonville, the only place where you can go from sea level to, I hope my stomach doesn't drop, just a few seconds. And if you see a seagull flying alongside us, just wave. It's probably judging our riding skills. Jacksonville's bridges are a striking feature of the city, with over 30 spanning the St. Johns River. Notable ones include the iconic Main Street Bridge, known for its vibrant blue color and bascule design, allowing boats to pass underneath. The Riverwalk offers stunning views of the bridges, making them a favorite for both locals and tourists. Each bridge has its own unique charm, connecting neighborhoods and showcasing Jacksonville's blend of urban and natural beauty. Whether you're driving, biking, or walking, these bridges are a must-see part of the city's landscape.
Jacksonville, where the sun gleams bright.
The ride leader took us on a tour of some of Jacksonville's neighborhoods, where the neighborhoods are so pretty, even the trees are showing off. We cruised through some of the most stunning neighborhoods in Jacksonville, where the streets are covered by a canopy of trees so lush that even the squirrels are like, wow, this is prime real estate. Seriously, it's like Mother Nature threw a party and invited all of the old houses to the dance under its branches. I had no idea that Jacksonville had such hidden gems. I mean, I thought I was just going to see bridges and gators, but I stumbled upon neighborhoods that made me want to put down roots, right next to that oak tree that looks like it could be a wise old wizard. So there you have it, folks. Jacksonville, where the bridges are sky high, the neighborhoods are charming, and the only thing bigger than our love for the city is the number of alligators in the nearby ponds. Thanks for joining this hilarious ride. Remember to tip your guide by smashing a like, subscribing to my channel, and leaving a lovely comment. And I'll see you on the next Away We Go! And that is all she wrote.
Living life in sunny every single day.